Hello guys, welcome back to another exciting video. Today we're going to check out the video from Veracity. It's titled When Modern Women Get Humbled Instantly. Very interesting. Before we dive into it, I'm Oge. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, hi, good to have you here. Do well to like, share, subscribe, turn on post notification bell. If you like to appreciate me, you love my videos, you want to appreciate me, you can use the super thanks button, to appreciate me with whatever amount. It will mean so much to me. Thank you so much. Let's quickly dive into the video.
Modern women have been breaking barriers and redefining traditional roles. But what happens when intellectuals drop truth bombs on them?
My answer is I don't know.
We do need men, though. We do.
We don't need them.
Here are two such instances when modern women get humbled.
Yes.
What do you bring to the table to a man outside of sex?
What do you think she will bring besides sex?
I'm going on the panel.
Have you ever been in a relationship that you obviously have sex, but what does she bring to the table besides that? Tell me.
Well, I'm asking you the question.
How it works.
I have an answer, but I would like to know yours.
Okay, well.
Okay, yeah, I'm supportive, ambitious, I'm adventurous, I'm definitely open-minded, to a lot of things. So, yeah, I'm a good time. I'm a good time.
All right.
My answer is I don't know. I don't know what I would bring to the table.
Okay,
This is
that's
me.
interesting.
You like it, you don't. Let's find out. Let's figure it out together.
Wait, you said you have a boyfriend though, right?
Yeah, I do.
Well, what do you do for him then?
Oh, a lot of things. Do you want to know?
I mean, we literally just asked you that.
Do you want to ask him?
Yeah. I'm asking you. I mean, you said I'm not sure what I bring to the table, and then I'm like, wait, aren't you in a relationship?
Honestly, when I'm in a relationship, I'm not like, what am I bringing to the table? Is he happy if I do this? I don't question myself all the time. I'm like, this is who I am. Maybe today.
But you notice something interesting?
Yes.
When you were asked what you're looking for long term, you had a laundry list of stuff you mentioned. But then when you were asked, what do you bring to that person? Then you're like, I don't know. Do you understand how there's like a confusion there?
It's not confusing for me. I don't know if there's somebody else that's not as confused as you.
All right, I'll be the confused one. I'll take that.
I'm as confused as you guys are. That girl said, I have an answer, but I want to hear yours first. Then when it got to her, she said,
I don't know.
That's legitimately how middle schoolers talk when they can't admit they don't know something. I feel terrible for her boyfriend that's stuck with a woman with the emotional maturity of a child. At least, she admits that she doesn't know the answer, unlike this next woman who is completely delusional.
And I think that we need to stop pretending that women are like pathetic or need a man or XYZ. And it's like, no, baby, back yourself.
Yeah,
back
we
yourself.
do
Whatever
need men, though. We do.
We don't need them.
We do.
No, because they're lesbians.
Who do you call to get your car fixed? A man or a woman? Your toilet breaks down. Who do you call? A
So
man or a
I
woman?
fix my own car. I can do.
Okay,
I'm motor mechanics.
Your
I can do-
your power supply. Who runs it? Who runs the infrastructure of society? Men or women?
Oh, at the moment, men, obviously,
Yeah,
because
so-
of patriarchy.
so we-
Because of patriarchy.
Oh no.
But
She clearly wasn't expecting Pearl to ask such questions, so she immediately started blaming it on patriarchy, which was expected, but Pearl was just getting started.
Wait,
do I
so
need a man?
the
No. I'm obsessed with being
What?
a woman in a male-dominated industry. I
Okay,
do
wait,
all of my own
what- can we
carpentry.
go back
I do all
to-
my own
Right, but regardless of that, like you agree that men run the infrastructure, so therefore
Oh, at the moment, yeah, men run the world.
we need men.
Yeah. On a wider scale,
Okay, I
yes.
guess
On a
it's
wider
somewhere.
scale, on a personal scale, no, because you don't need a man to provide for you.
Right,
We can earn our own wage.
But we need men to run the industries that keep us alive and well.
Not necessarily, no.
So,
Because I know female mechanics, engineers,
right, but
carpenters.
remember that's exception. Like those industries are like 99% male.
Yeah, but for now,
Right.
for now,
Do you?
and we can change that.
We can.
with feminism.
But do
We
we?
can change that.
But do we want to change that?
Some women do, some women
how,
don't.
How do you know the difference between women picking the industries they want to pick, and and
Trying to for patriarchy.
no. I'm saying like how do you know the difference between women picking the industries they want to pick? So like I don't know a lot of girls that want to be plumbers, mechanics, engineers, and all that stuff.
Me.
Right,
Me.
but you're the exception. You're not the rule. I don't
No,
know
no,
many.
exactly.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So when you say things like it's because of,
But I'm still valid.
But you're still valid. But I'm saying when you say things like because of the patriarchy, that's why women aren't in those fields. How do you know it's the
How do
patriarchy
you
and not
know?
women choosing what they want to choose?
Yeah.
Well, you don't, and that's not my
Right.
business.
Right.
That's not my business.
Yeah, I know. But like, why do you automatically assume patriarchy?
I don't know, automatically assume it, but that's why we need men because of the patriarchy.
Right.
Because they are the ones who, at the moment, control most of the world.
Notice how Pearl explains to her the importance of men in today's world, and how she was just an exception. You may have also noticed this man who was calmly listening to both of them. For the whole time, he was cooking something up his sleeve that no one expected.
You just said that you would like a man who earns more than you and who can take care of you, which most women prefer as well. Do you not think that's very anti-feminist of you?
Okay, good question.
No, 100%, 100%. And I know that comes from, it comes from quote unquote daddy issues. It comes from growing up in poverty, and it comes from also being.
Do you not think it's just natural part of being a woman?
I can only speak on my own experience.
Yeah, Jeff. So for you, do you not think that desire to have a man who can take care of you is just part of being a woman for you?
No, because I'm not straight. So, yeah.
Do you?
Wait.
I have a question.
Are you bi?
I'm pansexual.
Pansexual.
What is that? I don't know what that means.
So pansexual means that you are open to the possibility of being attracted to anyone, regardless of sex, gender.
But you did just say you wanted a man that
yeah.
you.
So
okay.
So if it was a man, that's it. If it was a
Okay.
woman, if it was someone who was transgender, it might be different.
Okay.
Question: Why?
Pansexual.
Because I have a couple of friends who are bi, who date men and women, and they apply a different standard for men than they do for women. Why is that? Because if it's about the person, it's not about the gender. It's about the person. Why do you apply different standards for a man? And I would argue, maybe because I'm a man, but I would argue the standards you have for men are a lot higher than the standards you would have for a woman. Why do you apply different standards depending on the gender when arguably if you date both, it's actually about the person?
Yeah, like, no, that's a really good point. I think because arguably it's just easier to be a man, and so therefore you're like, well, it's easier for you to get a raise.
Why is it easier to be a man when men?
I mean, the gender pay gap just says it all. And
Okay,
it's really
but
real.
there's also a gap in like men commit suicide more.
Yeah,
men
yeah.
are dropping out of colleges
But
more.
that's toxic masculinity that men can't speak about.
So
their
then
feelings.
why are we saying that there's like a patriarchy when men have it hard too? Like
Yeah,
why
no,
do,
no,
are you
and
just
they
said
do,
you
they
said
do,
you
yeah.
just said women have it harder than men? But if women had it harder than men, like then why are more
I didn't
men?
say they had it harder. I just said it was easier to be a guy
Then but
So-
okay, if it's easier to be a guy, then why do more men commit suicide?
because they feel because of toxic masculinity, which is perpetuated by both men and women. They feel like they have to be macho, and I don't subscribe to that at all. I'm very much like,
Well, could it be possible that men have a harder life than women?
yeah, of course it could be possible. Of course it could be.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that would like contradict what you said earlier.
Do you enjoy feminists get
We can see the intelligence level of people these days, and to be honest, that's the way people think these days. Let's start from the earlier conversation of those ladies where they ask them, oh, what do they bring to the table? I'm not even going to answer that question. I feel like every woman who knows herself. So first thing first, before you get into a relationship or marriage, as a woman, you need to know yourself. A lot of women only feel like they just want to be catered for. They just want to rely on a man. They just want a man to be their provider and protector. It's not a bad thing. But because you don't know who you are, that's why they are asking you, what do you bring to the table? Because you look like someone that cannot bring anything to the table. So as a woman, you make sure that you are all round stable, financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all round stable. If you know yourself, you will know your worth and your value. Any man that wants to be with you will know that you bring value to the table. Nobody will have to ask you. So because a lot of times, a lot of ladies do not even know themselves. They don't even know what they have, what they're worth, what value they bring. That's why you hear women say, oh, before I go out on a date with a man, he has to pay for my Uber. He has to pay for the food. I have to see that he has $600,000 for the wedding. That's why you hear women saying things, and that's why they will ask you such stupid question. Because I actually think it's not such a stupid question, but I think it's a stupid question when asked to a woman of value. A woman of value that knows herself will never be asked such questions. They are asking you because they see that you are worthless, or they see that you do not bring any value to the table. Imagine them asking that lady and she says she doesn't know. She doesn't know, and she's in a relationship. She doesn't know. So yeah, I think that is how I'm going to answer that question. And then to this delusional lady, we can see the intelligence level of her, and then I think it's Irene that's her name, and then the guy. They're asking her intelligence questions, and then she couldn't answer. How would you compare or measure yourself the same level with a man? Like, isn't that stupid? I thought we've gone past that level. I know that people are saying argue, but are you not delusional? Don't you think or don't you know that men are different from women? You can never be equals to a man in marriage. Like you can never be equal. Even the Bible says that you can't be equals to a man in marriage. There has to be a leader, right? There has to be a head. Just like Christ is the head of the man is the head of the woman. That's in marriage. And then you're saying, oh, we don't need men in the society. My dear, how can you even say that? And then she said, oh, she can do a man's job and all of that. That she's a man's job, that women are doing men's job because of patriarchy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I want to know what you guys think about this particular video. What are your thoughts and concerns about this video? I feel like it is very disturbing for women to actually think this way or act or talk this way. You know, we don't need men. You don't need men, and we can do everything a man can do. You can't do everything a man can do. Everything a man can do, a woman can do. It's not everything a man can do, a woman can do. There are things a woman can do, a man can never do. There are roles a woman will play in a marriage that a man can never play such roles. There are roles that a man will play in your life that a woman cannot play such a role. And so they are asking, and so they are saying, I loved the questions they asked her. Every woman wants a man that can protect and provide for her, which is standard. Doesn't mean that you should not have your value and worth as a woman. Even a woman making good money, who is a leader in her own aspect, wants a man who is a covering. That's what makes a man and a woman. Doesn't make a woman less valuable than a man. I think that's where, because a lot of women feel like they are less valuable because they feel like they have less value. They have less worth. That's why they always feel like, oh, men are more superior than women. Nobody is competing for superiority. It's just for women to know their roles as women. Women to be feminine. That is what a man, except if you don't, just like that lady who is pansexual. I've never heard that word before. I feel like these left people, they come up with so many things. I heard pansexual. I mean, she said you can actually date or be with anything, anybody or anything. That means you can be with a cat. You can be with a dog. She said she can be with, well, maybe she didn't mention animals though, but she said men, women, transgender. I've never heard pansexual, you know. Oh my gosh, it's just a lot to deal with, honestly. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this whole I don't need men conversation. What do you bring to the table? In fact, this 21st century is going haywire. Young people are going berserk, right? The way people think now is so insane, honestly. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Drop your thoughts, opinions, observations, advice, or what you think about this video. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.